Hi guys, I'm still too tall. It's okay. I'll just be too tall. Sit back. Look at you don't want to be out of the frame. Okay, so we're back with another video about online dating with Ryan Rawson, my ex-husband of 4 years. Well, we've been separated for 4 years. Whatever.
4-year divorce anniversary.
We haven't been divorced for 4 years, but anyway, we haven't been living together for 4 years. How about that? So, so there is hope for you. If you don't like your ex-husband, you will someday. I don't like them. Maybe not enough to want to marry them again, but anyway. So, is this going? Yes, it is. Okay, so we did a video already about online dating profiles, and I basically asked Brian, I'm interviewing my ex-husband about online dating and dating. So I already asked him about his dating online and what he thought of it and what he liked and didn't like about the profiles. So now we want to get some tea, as they would say on YouTube. Do you know what that means? Nope. Tea is like gossip. It's like what the young people call gossip.
Okay.
So we want to know, so you talked about the things you liked and didn't like about online dating profiles, and can you tell me a good and a bad experience you've had with online dating where either the person, you know, because you were complaining to me about this, so this is kind of what started this, why I decided to do this, because Brian was complaining to me about going on these dates and for his frustrations. So I think maybe women need to hear this from a man, what your frustrations are. So go for it.
So that mostly had to do with showing up and they don't look like the pictures in their profile.
And why is that? Just be brutally honest. Like don't sugarcoat it.
Older and generally heavier.
Okay.
So those are the two biggest things.
Okay. So, but tell me what they say to you. Like, so this is an interesting comment that they make to you whenever you show up on a date that I thought was funny.
Oh, about like how I look?
Yeah.
Oh, they say, "Wow, you look just like your pictures." And I'm like, well, because my pictures are very recent and
because isn't that the point?
And that is me, and I want to look. Actually, I think there's a couple pictures that I have that I don't love, but I thought to myself, you know what? That's good because it shows me,
right?
You know, and everything can't be a glamour shot,
right?
Know, which is what I see a lot is glamour shots.
Well, you said they're doing those ones from the above,
yeah.
And so that makes you look thinner, I think. Yeah. And
then, you know, I'll show up and meet them, and actually this has happened quite a bit where they will be. They will look a lot older, or just like how much different, a lot different than the pictures.
So how old do you think
10 years older?
Wow.
Some.
So do you ask them when you're talking to them online? Because I've seen. So here's what I've done. Like I've seen pictures that are older online, but they were super obviously older, and I've said like point blank, like, are your pictures recent? Do you ever ask that? Because they asked that of you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've asked that before. Actually, I haven't had very many people ask me that.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I have asked them that before because it came up in conversation. I didn't just
So when you asked the women that, did you go on dates with them and they were honestly, or has it ever happened that you've asked them if their pictures are recent and then they met them and they weren't?
Correct, yeah.
It has?
Yeah. Where recent to them was like 5 years or something like that. So recent's, I guess, a relative term. So it doesn't necessarily mean like within months. It could mean recent. Because we're getting older, so the span of 40 years, recent could be 20 years.
But so, like, I honestly, sadly, I'm 46. I look at my pictures of when I was 40 and I'm like, oh my God, I was a baby. Like, I can see a difference. So
I wish I would love to post pictures when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I look so much better.
No, you.
And now.
Oh my God.
And now.
So I got you at your best.
so I need to start. Right. Exactly.
No, that's not true. Look at girls. Look at how handsome he is. Still.
Oh no.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I hope this doesn't make the clip.
Then, if there's any single women in San Diego that are looking for, look at me setting him up. Oh, this is pissing me off.
Her wallpaper's coming down.
Yeah. I bought this wallpaper from Target, and I've bought it fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. This is my second time trying to buy it.
It's amazing wallpaper though.
But it's falling down.
Yeah.
Again. And I bought it like so many times. Here, I'll show you. Let's see how cute it is. See how cute that is? Falling down. All right. Okay, so what's your worst date you've had in your single 4 years?
I haven't had horrible ones. Probably the worst is just that they looked really different.
So
than
when
the
that
pictures.
Okay, so when that happens, what do you do?
I have a drink and then say I've got to be somewhere and
you don't
go.
say anything to them?
Well, no, because in the case I'm thinking of, they said, "Wow, you look just like your pictures," and I said, "Wow, you don't."
You did?
Yeah.
You said that good. And what did they say?
And they're like,
when you
"Well,
said
I
that?
don't have a lot of pictures of myself and that
BS.
sort of thing."
Take a picture of yourself. If you're online dating, put some effort. Effort in, results out. Like with anything in life, if you really want to meet somebody online, you need to have a one of my things is we've talked about this, and I've talked about this with other guys. Like, why do you think that when you show up on a date and you don't look like yourself, that the person's going to be so like
Right.
charmed by you anyway? Like they're coming into it thinking you're a whole different person.
Yes.
So why not show who you are? Because someone out there is going to totally think you're awesome.
Yeah, and I'm showing up thinking that you're the person that I read about and that I
You saw.
saw the pictures of.
And then you feel like
And
you're
then not.
deceived.
Yes, exactly. And even if maybe the person I'm meeting is somebody I might like, I'm so distracted by the fact that you don't look like I thought you should that it's kind of over at that point.
Okay, so then what's the most positive dating experiences you've had?
So it's the exact opposite, where I showed up and they actually look like their pictures. And the conversation, well, I had chatted with them a lot before we met.
So how long do you talk to a girl before you take her on a date?
So,
and what do you do for a first meet up or date or whatever you want to call it?
When I first started online dating, I chatted a lot, and my thought process was...
What's a lot? A lot's different.
You mean like in time?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. We probably chatted a week.
Oh, wow.
And
in the dating world, in online dating world, that's like a decade.
I know.
Because people lose
that.
attention span.
Yeah, I learned that. And plus I've read bios where they said, I'm not looking for a pen pal.
Yeah.
And so I get the hint. I totally get it. And after
women
dating,
are like that too, I think.
After dating a little bit, I do understand it. It makes a lot of sense because I don't want to waste a lot of time chatting with somebody.
When there's nothing.
When I meet them, it's a totally different experience.
Yes.
The way they look, their mannerisms, and so I want to stop chatting now as quickly as possible and meet them.
Yeah, I'd rather meet them within like a couple days. Like I want to just chat briefly. I don't want to put a ton of time into it because there's a very good chance statistically that you're not going to connect with that person.
Yeah, and one of the things I found is that I actually started to really like them and thought, this is great, chatting with them for a long time. And then when I met them, it didn't work out, and I felt like it was almost like, not like breaking up, but it was, I had already like
vested something.
And I thought that was dumb. That was a waste of time. So I stopped doing that. So now whenever I meet somebody, I'll ask them a couple basic things and then ask when they are available to go for coffee or drink or something.
Okay, so what do you do for a first date typically? What's your first date?
Well, not a date. It's not really
I know
a date.
It's not a date. I know some guy, when I was doing this interview, he's like, it's a meetup. You need to use the proper terminology. And I'm like, who cares? It's just potato. Like, honestly, it's okay. Maybe it's not a date, but when you initially meet a woman, like, what do you do? Where do you...
I asked them if they want to meet for a drink or for coffee, and somebody didn't drink at all, so we met for coffee. And most people,
how did that work for you?
It was fine, actually.
Did you care that they didn't drink though? That didn't like.
So as sad as this sounds, it did kind of. I thought to myself, I don't know if this is going to work.
No, I thought that because I think I wonder. Well, first of all, but
I'm drinking coffee now, so.
Fireball
Fireball flavored.
Though, because you're making completely like you're like sometimes when you drink on a first date, you're like talking yourself into liking somebody maybe a little bit. You get beer goggles or vodka goggles or Red Bull Fireball goggles. A little bit, maybe you're like, oh, maybe they're not.
Well, for somebody like me, my approach is I need some.
You need to groom your brows.
This better not be on the clip. I'm going to give you a thumbs down and a comment that says horrible things.
Oh, good. Just like someone else that we know. All right. So where were we?
Drinking and not drinking.
No. Dates. We can pass the date that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I usually need to have a drink.
Okay.
And I was going to say I like having a drink because it helps me because I'm a shy person. So I need the like a drink in me so that I can loosen up a little bit and not be as nervous, that sort of thing. So that helps. Okay.
So you meet someone for a drink, coffee or Fireball, and
well, I don't get Fireball.
No.
When I meet somebody because
it's tacky.
Because that's like a college girl's drink, and so I wait until I hook them on my personality first, and then I break out the Fireball.
So what do you drink on a first date or a meeting? I'm sorry.
Something manly like whiskey or something. Like that. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that either.
What do you drink then?
Like a beer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because you like your IPAs.
Yeah, I like beer, so it works.
Okay, that works too. Where do you guys meet? Like, do you meet them closer to where like we live or where they live? What do you leave it up to them? Like, how do you?
So I'm too nice, so I'm always thinking about them. So I usually suggest something near where they live. You know, so if somebody's from Oceanside, then say, hey, you can meet in Carlsbad or something like that.
That's good. Plus, so our neighborhood is tiny. Did I just talk to you about something? Just happened again. Oh, I'll tell you about this off camera. So yeah, everyone knows everyone's business in our neighborhood. So you also don't want to go out with anyone in Scripture Ranch or any.
I don't.
Well, you don't want to go out on dates in our neighborhood because everyone will see you. Or no,
yeah,
I think that I don't ever go out with anyone.
No, that's a valid point, but I don't.
Do you want to be like a
I'll
player?
do it.
Brian Rawson's a player.
No, well, I can't.
Are you okay?
You know me. I'm not a player.
But wouldn't it be cool if people said you were?
That's just not me. That's just not me. I gotta be me. I can't do those snapshot filters. I gotta be me.
Yeah, okay.
I would date somebody in Scripps Ranch, but you have a valid point. It would be weird meeting, like seeing people out and while I'm on a date.
Yes,
you know,
because.
So usually I have a general idea of where they are. I don't ask them specifically where they live, but
you don't stalk them before you go on a date?
No. So if they're like from Rancho Bernardo or something like that, then I know the general area, so I'll find some place near Rancho Bernardo, Poway, or something like that.
You like Yelp or Google restaurants?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I can't think of anything else to ask you. But this is good stuff. Is there anything else that you can volunteer to women out there in the dating world that could help them, get more matches or dates or what to look for in,
I can't think of anything further than what we've talked about.
Okay.
The pictures, make sure that, you don't have to take pictures of, I don't need to see you in a bikini and stuff like that, but I just want to see kind of your general body type.
Right. And some guys are totally attracted to full figures. So you're not even saying that that's... Because actually, I know this from being married to him. He is not like super skinny women. Well, at least you told me that. Maybe you were lying.
No, it's true.
But what do you...
I'm just wondering where this is going.
No, I'm just saying, so it's not that he's not picking girls because of they're not super skinny. I don't think guys are not picking girls because they're not super skinny. That's my point in that comment.
Right. No. That isn't it. I just kind of
want to know what they look like.
Right.
Exactly. Right. I'd probably want
someone smaller. Yep.
Yeah, like this. Yeah. But you don't need perfect toned body. I know that from personal experience that you're fine with.
Yeah.
Like mom bod. Mom bod. Yeah.
That's a thing? So I know dad bod is a thing.
I don't know. I'm making it a thing. Okay. So I don't know if it is a thing. I just made it one. All right. I think that's it then.
Okay.
All right, cheers, Red Bull. Thanks for doing an interview with me.
Sure.
Guys, this is Jennifer. I have a couple other dating videos up if you want to. So I'd really like to help anyone that out there that needs help with their dating profile, and kind of that's what spurred this.
I'm
You don't
so
know what to do
glad
with
I
your
didn't
hands?
know what to do with my hands through this whole thing.
Now you've figured it out. All right. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye.